Hi, shalom, and welcome to another video. And today we're going to talk about your false friends in Hebrew. And I don't mean the friends that promise you the world and never call on your birthday or deliver at all. I don't mean those. I mean linguistic false friends. In our case, English and Hebrew, words that sound the same or look the same but have a whole different meaning. And that is what today's video is all about. Discovering a long and useful list of false friends, English and Hebrew. So join me in my Hebrew lab and let's get started. Let's kick off our list with die. Now, before you get concerned, nobody's wishing you any harm. In Hebrew, die means enough or stop. So when you hear someone say die in Hebrew, they're not trying to cause any distress. They're simply indicating that it's time to put an end to something and just stop. This one is a cultural twist. In English, seen often refers to something observed or witnessed. I've seen him in the mall. I've seen this movie. But in Hebrew, seen is the word for China. Yes, that's right. That is how you say China in Hebrew. Seen. So when you hear the word seen in Hebrew, it's not about something that you've seen, but rather a reference to the fascinating country of China. I hope you're sitting down for this one because in Hebrew, who is not asking who is it, who is there, but it means he. So when you hear someone say who, they're not questioning your identity. They're simply referring to a male individual. And this one has a partner in crime, the Hebrew pronoun for she, which is he. Yes, in Hebrew, he refers to she. I know. So when someone says he, they're not referring to you in case you're a man or to any other man in the room. They're simply talking about someone else who is female. To recover from the last two, here's an exciting one. When you think of the word mime, you're probably thinking of a silent performer, a mime, right? Well, in Hebrew, mime means water. Mime. So don't mistake a mime for a refreshing cup of water. Mime. It's all about communication or lack thereof. So let's keep the dialogue flowing and avoid any unintentional hydration misunderstanding. Our next one is the Hebrew me. In English, me is a simple pronoun referring to oneself. Who is it? It's me. However, in Hebrew, me means who. So when you hear someone say me, they're not talking about themselves. They're simply expressing curiosity about the identity of a person. Now let's dive deep into this one. In English, dug can make you think of a hole in the ground, but hold your gardening tools. In Hebrew, dug means fish. Dug. So if someone mentions dug, they're not referring to a shovel or a spade. They're talking about the delightful creatures of the sea. Ready for another fake friend pair? In Hebrew, the word ma means what? Ma. In English, we have a similar sounding word ma that often serves as an affectionate term for mom. Ma. It's a classic case of fake friends. So next time you hear ma in Hebrew, remember it's all about asking what and not calling out to dear mom. And staying in the same area, let's talk about M. In Hebrew, M is the literary form of the word mother, M, while in English, as you know very well, M is a form of the verb to be. So when you hear M in Hebrew, it's not about the state of being M. It's a warm, literary, and endearing word for mother, not used in conversational Hebrew, but in books, poems, and more. Our next intriguing fake friend pair kind of makes sense. Call in English refers to making a call. In Hebrew, it means voice. So when you come across call in Hebrew, it's all about sharing the power of your voice. And you use your voice, call in Hebrew, to make a call. Very interesting. Next one is as. As in English is a versatile word that can serve various purposes, including comparison, role, or manner. As is. However, in Hebrew, ez means goat. Yes, you heard it right. The Hebrew word ez represents those agile, horned animals that roam the mountains. So when you encounter ez in Hebrew, it's not about the English meaning of as. It's a reminder of the curious and spirited nature of goats. is. Time for a mind-boggling one. In English, in is used as an indefinite article before a vowel sound. An apple, an hour. But in Hebrew, in means there is no. So there is no apple would be en tapuach. Tapuach is apple. So when you come across en in Hebrew, do not confuse it with a friendly article. It's a way of negating the existence. Let's continue going down our list. In English, bar is usually a place where we enjoy drinks or is a physical barrier. But in Hebrew, bar carries multiple meanings. First, bar can mean son, representing the male offspring in a family. Second, it can mean able or capable, and that is why bar mitzvah is composed of two words. Bar, just like bar, where you drink, and mitzvah, or mitzvah, which is a commandment. So we can raise a toast to the bond between parents and children and the meaningful moments of life, as in bar mitzvah. Now let's talk about the word can. In English, it often signifies the ability or permission to do something. I can do this. Can I do this? Yes, I can. But in Hebrew, can means yes. So when someone responds with can, they're not talking about their capabilities. They're simply giving you a big yes. Can. Now let's talk about the opposite pair. In English, lo refers to something that is close to the ground. But in Hebrew, lo means no. Lo. So when you hear lo, it's not an invitation to stoop down. It's simply a negation. Keep your head high and embrace the Hebrew lo. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and that you learned something new. If you did, please hit the like button. It means the world to me. And share this video with 3 other people that would love it just as much as you do. Thank you for spending your time with me as always, and I will see you next Sunday with another video. Bye.